I've always been into art ever since I was a little kid. I loved painting and sketching, but I didn't really take painting as seriously until I got a little bit older. And so about 6 years ago, I'd say I really started diving into painting and experimenting and just became obsessed. And I knew that that's what I was meant to do.
2 years ago, Casey was sent from her hometown of Chicago to San Diego on a work trip. As soon as her plane touched down on the runway, she knew that someday she'd call San Diego home.
I could just tell the vibe, the people, it was just where I was supposed to be. So I gave myself a year and I was like, okay, it's time to do my art, and either I start now or I'm never going to do it. And so I packed up everything and relocated there a couple years ago.
Casey found herself inspired by the city, and soon her artwork began reflecting that signature laid-back Southern California vibe.
My favorite color is teal, and the water and just the positivity. It's just a really good environment when you're trying to do something really creative.
Casey's work began to make waves in the art community. Soon, MLB came knocking with an opportunity to take part in an MLB charities auction benefiting music programs. As part of a collaboration with Fender and Louisville Slugger, 30 guitar and bat pairs were to be painted by 30 different artists, one for each MLB team. They chose Casey to represent the Padres.
I really just want to be a part of it and give back. I'm lucky enough to get to do what I love so much every day that it's nice to be able to give back to someone, to allow someone else to do the same.
Casey decided to draw inspiration from the fan experience of watching the game from inside Petco.
I was looking online and I found this image, it was a view from inside the stadium, a picture that a fan had taken, and I was like, wow, that's a great perspective. It really just shows the vibe of Petco Park. So I based it on that, and then I actually used silver leaf to do it, which is kind of similar to Padres color, that grayish color, but I wanted to make it pop and do something different. So I used that as the base and just kind of let the view of Petco Park speak for itself. It took a lot of time, but you put down an adhesive and then just work your way up through the different sections. It was definitely a difficult medium to use, but I wanted to challenge myself and do something that I knew no other artist would do. And I also incorporated the same thing on the bat to just make them cohesive and really go together.
As for the image she would silver leaf onto the bat, Casey chose to honor the military, which, as an Air Force veteran, hits very close to home.
I chose to focus on the Sunday salute for the bat, which actually shows the silhouette of a soldier doing the salute. Of course, that's really personal to me, and I think it's a great tradition that they do, and it's definitely worth representing. It truly means a lot to me that I was chosen to represent the Padres. It's something really neat when you're able to give back, and to be a part of something bigger is the goal. And as an artist, you can just appreciate when you get a chance like this to showcase your work, and I was lucky enough to be chosen to do it, and I'm extremely happy and grateful.